Hi, this is Shirish Kulkarni, founder and CEO of Sroth Consultech, a business consulting company helping small and medium businesses for last 5 years. With this new concept called as Hatke, I think it has become well established now, but we call it new. Hatke, we are talking to various business leaders, various business owners, innovative aspects of any business. Individuals who have taken up challenges, had the passion to do business, taken up different challenges, and made themselves successful. So we have Abhijit Kadam with us. A great pleasure to have you, Abhijit, along with us.
Yes, hi Shirish.
Right.
Thanks for inviting me to this platform.
Wonderful to have you on the platform. Who is driving a company with the name Delmon Solutions into a very very innovative space of IIoT in industrial Internet of Things, smart manufacturing, and other dimensions of latest state of the art technology. And so great to have you, Abhijit, on this show.
Sure, thanks Shirish.
Good. So, Abhijit, looking at the lockdown as such, do you look at that as an opportunity or challenge, or what got into your mind first when you looked at it?
Right. To be honest, as in this is something which is unprecedented. Nobody had thought about such kind of situation before. Initially when the lockdown was announced, there was a bit of confusion for a couple of days, as in what exactly will happen, how it will happen.
Hmm.
But ultimately, the best idea was to plan things, and this gives an opportunity in a lot of terms. Basically,
Hmm.
first I would like to say opportunity in terms of spending time with the family. That is the most important thing that is there. So we always say that there's too many things that we do, and there is very little time that we spend with family. So this gives an opportunity. I have a five-year old kid, so it is
Right.
good fun to play with him, to as in have fun and spend time with them. So that gave me an opportunity. Second is we have a lot of families and relatives in Pune where we used to meet once a month, but due to this lockdown, it was difficult. So we started with Zoom social meetings. That is what we call. So every Sunday for 3 hours we have Zoom social that we plan, which is also fun. It is good time to spend with the families and relatives. So we sing, we dance, we have puzzles, we do a lot of things as a part of this. So yes, as in it has been good to spend time with family, to know more about the relatives as well. Plus, it has given time to think about the hobby projects which have been on hold or on shelf for quite some time. So I've been learning gardening now these days online.
Oh,
So that is something that I'm loving a lot now. Preparing food, very simple, but it is fun. So every day I prepare some small kind of dish that
oh,
we, not always good, but it is fun. And then there are a lot of other hobby projects that I've been into. Talking in terms of business, so business as in things have changed, as in business will always have challenges, but this challenge is a bit different than the normal challenges a person will face into business. So the first priority was having people work from home. So
mm,
that is what we enabled in the first week, where everybody started working from home in terms of the software projects. For hardware line of business, obviously that was a bit difficult, so that was put on hold for that point of time. And the software projects started where we set up a process for having daily meetings, the stand-up calls in the morning and the status calls in the evening. And now that is going fine in terms of the execution and productivity that we need. So, uh, in this situation, as in, I would like to really appreciate the support that we have received from our customers, especially the MNCs, who have been very particular in terms of payments. They have been really been able to process payments on time, which has helped us for the cash flow and to ensure that we pay to our vendors as well. A few of our clients have faced challenges, and then we are helping them by extending the read timelines for the payment. So it is part and parcel, it happens. And this is the situation, we need to help each other. That's how we see the situation.
good. See, typically, whatever I've seen you, there is always a creative brain behind this straight face. So, and you are full of new business ideas and completely in a completely different plane altogether, Hatke as we call it. So, how do you get those ideas of business, Abhijit?
As in, there's no not any straightforward answer as such for this.
Mm,
As in, but whenever we go to a restaurant or whenever we go to any place, we try to analyze the numbers in business, how the person is doing in terms of, let's say, if you go to a restaurant, is this restaurant running well? What would be the revenue that is generating? Is this a good business opportunity in
mm,
terms of if we are interested to start a restaurant? So in this
mm.
location, would this be an opportunity? And what is the USP that every business has, which is the most important one? Because if you talk about restaurants, there are a lot of restaurants in Pune. So even if you talk about software companies, there are a lot of software companies. So what is the USP is what matters. And if you are able to have that USP which generates value to your customers, obviously, as in you are into business.
So, unique selling proposition or unique value
Yes.
proposition is the key to success for any idea that you generate. But something like building your own caravan for business. I mean, this is out of the blue, right? Where does it come?
Right. So this comes from the love to travel.
Mm.
So the love to travel in terms of to backpack as well as with family both. So that has been a passion, and that is something that we are pursuing as well. So we made it a plan that every 6 months we have something where we travel, where we travel. So we thought that if we want to do a India tour, what would be the best way to do it? So
Mm.
then, if we then turn our vehicle into a hotel, that saves a lot of money, obviously, and that is good fun. As in, you can relax while you're traveling as well, and we can have 4 or 5 people in the caravan, and it is awesome fun where you will have a lot of entertaining things as well as you travel to places as well. So that was the thought. So we explored a few opportunities. We thought that if now the caravan would be used once in 6 months, so why not give it to other people who are also interested?
Wow.
And then basically the idea is not to generate money out of it, but the idea is to ensure that the expenses that are there to the for the caravan are paid off by renting it out in terms of business to other people, and ultimately fulfilling their travel desires as well. So that's what it was.
So it takes care of your passion. It ticks your maybe one of the bucket list. It
It
gets
does.
the
Yeah.
family along. It connects everybody together. It is a fun element. It's a business, though it might not be aimed at making profitable, but it runs with a zero kind of money that you need to put. I think this concept of running a business in an auto state, is it something as you have patented a model
uh,
or thought?
right. So during my college days, one thing that definitely changed the way I used to view things is I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody reads that, but that definitely changed the way you should look at things and the way you should plan. So from that, I started thinking about how I can plan, and something called as financial freedom, which is definitely talked about in that in the entire Rich Dad Poor Dad book. So it is more about investing and then passive income out of the assets that you have. So that is what the concept was, where then after thinking a lot about it, it was more about coming into business where we'll be able to get an opportunity to have invest into assets. And a goal was set to retire by 40, retire as in being financially free by 40. Nobody retires as such. There's always something that
Mm,
has to happen.
something
It can be
different.
hobby, it can be anything else, but something that we love is what we would like to do after the age of 40, when that's what the plan is, to become financially free. So that changed a lot of things.
Mm.
Then we started planning for it. We put down numbers into Excel sheet, and then we did a lot of planning how we then achieve there would be multiple paths to achieve, which is the best path in which we'll be able to achieve, which basically generated a lot of business ideas and opportunities as well along with it.
So you basically put everything as with the thought process, with the numbers, translated to numbers in that Excel sheet, maybe as a thought, and then that translates into how it transpires into reality. that becomes something that is a reality.
Yes, right.
Oh, pretty amazing. So I think everybody in this world would like to reach out to you and have that magical formula that you have. I think it's amazing. Retiring at 40, it's a great thought. I think everybody should aim at it. And you are also aiming at, I believe you are trying to build a house in a farm or something.
Yes, so there is a small land that is there about 2 hours from Pune. It is in Bhor area. So by in next 2 3 years, we plan to build a small house with some plants and do some farming as a hobby. And every Saturday Sunday we can go there, have some me time, and then spend time in what we actually like, away from the city, away from all the technical technology or the gadgets and within that are there, away from the urban, what do you say, living, and spend some time in a different environment is what the plan is.
Okay. So in the current state of the business that we see, where auto might be something that will be challenged as a vertical. You find healthcare might be having a little bit of more of a focus, and your solutions, if we look at IoT based solution or supply chain related solution, might work in some pockets, might require some more focus or time to really get there. So how do you see things turning around for you as a Delmon business?
Right. So definitely, as in this situation, is a challenge where, in terms of pitching for solutions, ultimately budget would be a constraint for a lot of companies going forward for at least 3 to 6 months from now. So the plan now is to target the domains which are into essential services, because
Uh-huh.
the business had not stopped for them. So something like a pharma or an FMCG retail markets. So business is still on for them because those are the essentials that cannot stop, and that helps them maintain their cash flow in terms of their business, as well as go ahead with the plans that they had. So we are into two line of businesses. One is the IIoT, the Industry 4.0 IoT section, where we monitor machines and give analysis and data outputs for that. Second is AIDC, automatic identification and data capture, more into barcode and RFID related solution for process automation. So the domains that we have chosen and the products that we have are basically independent of the target domain or the target customer. So if you talk about the barcode and RFID solution for, let's say, process automation, so it is similar to a pharma company as it is for an automobile or any other manufacturing company. So we have chose the products that we have with us are not domain specific as such, which helps in terms of pitch into the domain which is doing good right now. Obviously, business would be slow, is what we are expecting for next 3 months. But sure, as in with lot of talking that is happening, where companies would be shifting from China to India and Vietnam, this will open up a lot of other opportunities, because this would be mid to large companies that would be shifting, which obviously gives a lot of opportunities for us in terms of pitching the solutions as well.
Mhm. All right, I think if I have to look at Abhijit, it's a mix of a creative person, a person with a social angle, a person who wants to connect as with many people, many elements in social relatives, and spend time with family, and still a shrewd business owner. How do you manage to balance all these ends, Abhijit?
Nothing as such as actually. I would like to say that values are more important. Be it anything, be it family, be it your business, or be it anything that you do as a part of your life. Uh, it is not about balancing things. It is about giving time to those things, valuing those things which are more important. And if you're able to value, if a thing, as in, if you say that you are able to spend time with family, or you're able to spend time into business and plan the business accordingly, obviously things do happen.
Mhm.
uh, there's a lot of planning as well as strategy and hard work that has to go in, and things do happen.
Okay. And since we're talking about connects in the market, a way that we can roll our business through reaching out the right entities which matter for gaining or getting the confidence for the business. So how important is to stay connected with the ecosystem and leverage that ecosystem for that networking? That is that something that everybody that you will recommend to do?
Definitely, because the net worth is what matters the most in your business. Uh, as in, I would say more than 50% of business would be via the net worth itself. If people know what you're doing, only then they'll be able to reach out to you. If you have a very good solution but people don't know about it, obviously people won't be able to reach out to you. So being in touch is the most important thing, and meeting people is the most important, because when you meet people, there are a lot of discussions that happen, which leads to a lot of new opportunities that can open up as well. And also, when it comes to networking, it is about maintaining good relationships, be it with anybody, not just the customers, be it with your vendors also. And the networking is what will help you in terms of growing as a business person, as well as in your personal life as well.
Okay, so it's a balance of help on the individual side as a like-minded person, as well as help on the business side, where you are
Yes,
building you the network of trusted people around you, which you can bank upon for any kind of lead or any kind
right.
of connects in the market. I think that's wonderful, wonderful. So, looking at Delmon as a business, I understand that there are three partners of different kind of thought process and psyche. So, is that a balancing act, or is it something as a fun to really get together people who are knowing each other and like-minded? But how does it work?
Right. So we are three of us into Delmon Solutions. All of us, as in we are school friends, specially. So
Mhm.
that helps a lot. So my first partner, Nambiwal, he's into technology. He's a computer engineer and was into an MNC. Then got into business. All of us got into business in 2009. The other partner is Jayesh Patil. He's the data scientist for us, is what we call. He's the most intelligent of all three of us. So he's more into data analysis, BI. He's an IIM Lucknow guy. He has done his MBA and then joined us. And I have done my mechanical engineering. So a nut bolt engineer by heart, and then running the software company is how it
Right.
is. I handle more of business development. Nambiwal handles both business development as well as technology, and Jayesh handles technology and finance for us.
Right. So a clear distinct way of defining boundaries and rules helps you to really, stay focused on what you have in hand, I believe.
It does, yes.
Now talking about the wave that we have for IoT or smart manufacturing, do you think that it is a wave now? And with this pandemic, it has got the shape which has got changed. Maybe it was supposed to land after 5 months, 6 months, or 1 year. It has delayed itself. Do you have a feeling like that uh, whenever we talk about, say, Indian market or any abroad market?
So Industry 4.0 has been for quite some time now. And in terms of people implementing the solutions outside India, there has been a lot of requirements for Industry 4.0 more into machine monitoring. The Indian market has just picked up in terms of knowing the value of having a Industry 4.0 related solution implemented in their factories. I'll give an example. We have a solution called a digital factory. So there is one of our customers who is looking for having more clarity and visibility at his shop floor. So and he had a requirement from a German company for a collaboration in terms of the manufacturing things based
Mm.
out of India. So with the digital factory that they were able to implement, it gave them an online view of the entire production floor, and they were able to pitch the solution in terms of more clarity and visibility on the shop floor to the German counterparts, which went really well, and the collaboration has now happened for them, and they've been able to grow their business by 50% in last 2 years. So these are the advantages. So people have started to get to know about the advantages that are there for Industry 4.0. It was a bit slow in India previously. For next 3 to 6 months, it would be a bit slow because the budget might be a constraint for the companies. But yes, it is. It has arrived in India already, and this is what the industries would be looking going forward.
Right. I think that's a good news that it has landed. It might be a little bit on the budget side that
Yes,
we might see a constraint for projects to roll, but it is a good promise for Indian business
it
to
is right.
be eventually right taking a hit on it. Good. Taking a little bit on your individual aspiration as such, maybe personal or professional. Do you have something that in your mind that you want to achieve? Say, taking company international, taking company global, or 100 crores, 50 crores, whatever.
We have not set any number as such. It is more about having fun when we do
Okay.
business.
Mhm.
That is more important. And then seeing the company grow always helps. So first is to put the company on an auto mode. And
Mhm.
that is something that is there. And then it will grow, but then we don't see ourselves going into being an MNC as such. That is not what the plan has been shot out as of now. But sure, as in we'd like to grow as a part of it. And it is not just about business in terms of aspirations. And it is not all about earning money as such. There are a lot of other hobbies that we'd like to pursue.
Mhm.
So hobbies in terms of traveling the world, hobbies in terms of playing poker, becoming a professional poker player. So something of those things. Then more interest is into real estate. Do something about into real estate, something of that sort. So when it comes to aspirations, there are both sides to it. One is the business side, other is the
Mm.
interest which are there. So we'd like to pursue both.
Right. And how about that map that you have on a wall where you keep on putting dots?
Right. So that is more from travel perspective where we have a map, and then whenever we visit a country, we are able to scratch that country out on the map, so it is visible, and the rest is rated out. So that's how it is. So we have that map which reminds us that these are the countries that are left for us to travel in terms of traveling to each and every country. It is more about experiencing the culture, spending time, and not just visiting the country as such. So we usually like to have local food. We usually go to local markets. The countryside part of it, not the tourist destinations, is what we look for. So the villages is what the charm for the villages that are there, that is there more into Europe and all, is amazing fun actually. So that is what we love. That is what we plan to do.
Good. As far as the technology is concerned, I think Delmon is a technology company and state of the art technology. So, how do you think that technology has helped Delmon to for the business continuity or sustenance in the current state, and how it will be helping further when you come back to the normalcy where 100% operation will start, customers will start demanding for their
Right.
deliveries.
So two aspects to this. One is staying ahead of the curve. So we always ensure that we adopt the latest technology that is available in the market in terms of developing the solution. So whenever we pitch for solutions, the latest technology that has been used and the quality of service and the feedback from our previous customers always helps. So whenever there is a new technology, we ensure that the team is trained on this new technology. We even had trainers from US, from a technology, from somebody who had developed that technology to train our team a couple of times. That helps the team in terms of getting up to the speed as well as deploying solutions which are ahead of the other companies.
Hmm.
So that is one aspect. Second is following the process as a company. So when we say process, when it comes to software development, there are a lot of processes that have to be followed, be it an agile or a waterfall model.
Hmm.
So having the source code in one place, or the server and the databases, having the permissions given to people as and
Mm.
when the project starts, then maintaining the agile process in terms of the burn down charts and all. So
Okay.
with this, even if there is a situation like lockdown, people are still able to work from home. with the same productivity and that they have been able to work from office as such.
Okay.
So adopting this process and technology has really helped us in terms of continuity of business, and obviously in the past as well as in the future, the process and technology is obviously going to help stay in the head of the curve.
Okay, so basically it is about making the whole process lean, where you remove all the aspects of costs which are irrelevant, and
Yes,
eventually use technology wherever possible to make it more appropriate to the current context, and eventually use those benefits in the future. I think that is the
that's
message.
right. Yes.
Wonderful. So I really want to continue with this discussion, but I thought for the people, as a kind of a last part of this discussion, Abhijit, for the people who are not so positive, they don't have so much avenue, they don't have that kind of experience or baseline for their thoughts. What's the kind of message you would like to give, Abhijit? Any kind of positive message you want to give?
Sure, sure. I'm too small to give a message to anybody, but I'll just put down my thoughts in terms of what I feel. So, in terms of the situations, there would be ups and downs in business. Not everything will go as per the plan. So, when it comes to business, every day is a challenge, as well as with challenge comes new opportunities. So, when there is a challenge, something similar to a lockdown, we should look about the positive sides, the new opportunities that would be there as a part of this, and then target those new opportunities, and then ensure that we are able to capture the opportunities and move ahead, and we are able to come up with a solution which is better. And sure, things won't be like this for us for more time. It would be 3 or 6 months when business would be up, the economy would be up and running, and yes, as in we'll be back to business.
Good. I think with that positive note, I would like to thank you, Avijit, for your time to have come to this platform.
Sure. Thanks, Shirish. Thanks for your time, and thanks for inviting me on this platform.
So it's wonderful, and so all of our best wishes are for your personal as well as professional path that you are setting for yourself, as well as all the best for Delmon Solutions, all the three partners, to really make this a big empire that world will look up to as a global company or MNC, whatever you want to really make it.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Shirish. It was nice talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Wonderful. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
बिजनेस कोई भी हो, सक्सेस की नींव हम रखते हैं।
बुलंदियों को छूने की आपके अरमानों की उम्मीद जगाती जोत है, हर सपनों का हम स्रोत है।
सही स्ट्रेटेजी, परफेक्ट डिसीजन मेकिंग और बिजनेस ग्रोथ के लिए हम आपके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर आपकी स्वप्न पूर्ति करते हैं। स्त्रोत कंसल्टेक, सिनर्जाइजिंग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन।